treat you like in my last cigarette. I'ma 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 treat you like in my last cigarette. About to start another day. I'ma treat you in my last cigarette. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. I'ma treat you in my last cigarette. About to start another day. I'ma treat you in my last cigarette. About to start another day. I'ma treat you in my last cigarette. 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 I'ma treat you in my last cigarette.
We are back, black in the building, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Did Jesus come back? Don't tell me all week you've been praying, speaking in tongues, doing whatever you can, but the system of racism, white supremacy going, oops, upside your head. I said, oops, upside your head. Look at that. Shout out to everybody out there. If you have Sunday school right now, much power and respect to you. Shout out to everybody out there that's handling business. If you have the core plantation, shout out to you. We're going to have a great topic today. Hey, shout out to my brothers, Dave from Knkw, James Youngblood, man. Hey, man, I got to get the time because I still want to have some lives about a whole bunch of shit. So we definitely need to talk. And we definitely need to get a live going. James Youngblood, Dave from Knkw. Go check out this podcast, y'all. Those my OGs. Shout out to everybody out there. Shani, Eric, Natasha. Everybody out there, if I don't remember you, Tanya, homegirl Jerica, homegirl Melina. Everybody out there, man. Shout out to them. Man, we got a great topic today. Shout out to the FBA family, or as Dr. Claude Anderson likes to call it, the native black family. As our brother Tariq Nasheed gives us he coined the term foundational black American, which I love that term. Now white folk are using it as foundational white Americans. I love it. Man, we're going to get into it, man. We got a couple of things to talk about, but our main subject today is going to be tether tactics. This subject is near and dear to my heart, man. It correlates to the corporate plantation, how these tethers, non-foundational black Americans, get on these corporate plantation jobs, and they coon, they sandbug, they're very much the Hayward Shepherd, Stephen from Django's. Tell them about the gun line. You know, Sambo, coon, motherfuckers, the gatekeepers at the jobs now. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to address a lot of situations that's been going on in the United States of America Incorporated. So let's get into it. Man, shout out to everybody, man. This is the first thing I want to address. When we are at the corporate plantation and you are a native black or a foundational black American, those terms are interchangeably, there's just a certain way you want to conduct yourself. And even when you conduct yourself, you're at the cards are stacked. The deck is stacked against you, in my personal opinion, because these tethers, yes, you non-foundational black Americans, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to my Haitian brothers and sisters, my Nigerian brothers and sisters, you know, my Sierra Leone brothers and sisters, all of them. I am so sick of y'all coming over here and touting about how you're Nigerian and all that. Well, build up your own homeland. And what the fuck are you doing over here? I'm so sick of everybody coming over here for unearned benefits, getting on these corporate plantations, getting in a fictitious position of power, and then they treating foundational black Americans like shit. I got a couple of examples, you know, and I've dealt with it myself. You know what I mean? I've dealt with it. I've had some non-foundational black Americans, you know, they feel like because they got a degree or some shit that they not involved in the system of racism, white supremacy, right? Until the dominant society lets them know, no, nigga, you're not getting this job. Then when the white folk tell them, when the dominant society tell these tethers that you a nigga too, then they want to, oh, we are all black. The racists are the white people. You know, then they start talking that shit, but before then, they separate themselves from you. I used to work with a motherfucker from Cameroon. He thought he's better than everybody. Especially any foundational black American. Oh, he thought he was better than the average. I used to be looking at him and laughing. To the point that one time he tried to say something slick. I said, man, you are the most stinkiest, laziest motherfucker in this department. And don't nobody even like you, and that's why you stuck in the position you in. Don't say shit to me, motherfucker. Then he left me alone. Everybody was laughing at his ass. Because what they like to do is, these tethers, they like to come over here, get amongst the dominant society, and then try to put foundational black Americans on blast. Because they got all this fictitious education or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'll be laughing at their ass because my first question is, well, why don't you go back to Cameroon? What you doing out here? And then they get quiet. Oh, because in my homeland, the government. That type of bullshit. And I'd be like, man, and it's them. You're like, Warren, why you talking about this? Because this relates to the system of racism and white supremacy. And they are not establishing a system of justice. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I am so sick of my foundational black Americans getting treated like shit by not only the dominant society, but these tethers that come over here from the Sierra Leones and the Nigerias and the you know, everywhere else but the United States of America Incorporated. Then they come over here, then they want to give you a lesson on being black. Motherfucker, I didn't flee. My parents didn't flee. We stayed down. Y'all fled. Build up your own homeland, motherfucker. Before you come over here trying to tell me what the fuck I need to be doing. Then they get in these positions of power, and then they maintain the system of racism and white supremacy. That's where the problem lies. Motherfucker want to sit up there and talk to you from a standpoint of condescension. I've dealt with it. Man, so many fucking times. I got family members that dealt with it. Friends that dealt with it. One of my homegirls dealing with it right now. I ain't gonna put her name out there. You know, one of my homegirls, she dealing with it. I got family members that have dealt with it. This shit is bullshit. They come over here, they think they better than. That's why everybody gets so nervous about Trump reemergence of being the president, because I hope he get all you motherfuckers up out of here. Since you want to come over here and join the system of racism and white supremacy, you ain't trying to establish a system of justice. You trying to maintain the goddamn system. So since you trying to maintain it in your homeland, motherfucker. Don't come over here with that bullshit. That's why I be looking at the lips. I'm like, foundational black Americans been kicking everybody's asses. That's why they were so happy when they beat Sha'Carri Richardson. Don't have me bring up Florence Griffith Joyner. So stop. I don't want to hear none of that sucker shit. Stop. You can go get all the Nigerians and all the Africans you want, but y'all have yet to duplicate a Michael Jeffrey Jordan or a Michael Jackson or a Prince or a James Brown, Otis Redding. Y'all have yet to replicate them, but you're so proud. Well, then why are y'all doing hip hop and R&B? Go over to your homeland and do the music that you're supposed to be doing. Everybody getting all mad because Tariq Nasheed is putting on this documentary about hip hop. Now everybody getting all pissed off and getting their feelings. I'm glad he put the shit out. Put the air they asses the fuck out. A lot of this shit wouldn't even be going on in the 90s. We'd have called that whole ass shit out. I'm sick of hearing the stories about the shit. And it's all the fucking time, man. I was having a conversation with one of my family members, and I was like, these motherfuckers try to pull the same shit on me. Try to pull the same shit on me. No diss to my Haitian brothers and sisters and all that, but god damn, man, y'all motherfuckers, man, y'all be maintaining the system. Y'all don't want to establish a system of justice. Y'all maintain the system to make it quantifiable for you And then when the white folk, the dominant society, be like, well, fuck you too, nigga. Then it's like, oh, we got to stick together. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear that stick together shit after you done treated my peoples like shit. Motherfuckers, that's why motherfuckers is nervous and scared, in my personal opinion. Like, Warren, what you mean? Man, they are nervous and scared about Donald Trump reemergence and most likely winning the presidency again. Cause nigga, he gonna look. Then they worried about all this. You get they asses the fuck up out the paint. You wanna know why the motherfucking United States of America's in debt? Cause y'all just open up the borders and let any motherfucker over here. Don't we got enough John Wayne Gacy's and Hillside Stranglers and Timothy McVeigh's and Jeffrey Dahmer's and all these? We got enough of that shit already over here that's homegrown. We don't need you letting over other motherfuckers over here that's got those same type of attributes. It's like, god damn. Just open the board. Just let any. That's the equivalency. You know what I want to tell these Democratic fucking politicians? Would you let your door open, just let any nigga come in there and eat dinner with you? And use your bathroom and sleep in your bed with you and your wife or significant other? No. Then why the fuck do you think it's okay to leave the borders open and help other motherfuckers? You don't even want to help the motherfuckers that's already in the country. Look at all these veterans. You should see all the goddamn homeless people out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. They goddamn everywhere. And people will step right over their asses like they don't even fucking exist. So y'all telling me y'all care more about immigrants than y'all care about the motherfucking veterans that fought for the country? Right? To keep us safe, right? See, that's what I'm saying. All this oxymoronic bullshit that they got going on. I'm like, man, what the fuck? So you got all these veterans that's homeless, right? But then you open up the borders to immigrants. Look at Chicago. How you gonna tell taxpayer dollars, look, we gonna use your taxpayer dollars to let immigrants come over here and live for free? Hey man, you need to deport their asses, send their asses back to where the fuck they came from. You can't go to other countries, just live on their government. Motherfuckers wonder why United States of America Incorporated is fucked up. They doing this shit on purpose. It's called benign neglect. Look at my hands and not my mouth type shit. Shit is bullshit. Then they get on these goddamn jobs and they try to start treating black folk like shit. That's the shit that irritates me. I'm talking about foundational black Americans. Yes, you Haitians, you Jamaicans, you Africans, you Nigerians, all of y'all, man. The ones that don't act like that towards foundational black Americans, you need to be checking the other motherfuckers that do act like that. It's your duty. You should be like, hey man, don't be doing that shit. Motherfuckers want to get around, start talking in their only lingo, then be trying to call us Akatas all shit. I be laughing. I can't wait till come. Oh, Akata, at least I didn't flee. What you doing over here? I'll be a Akata all day in the United States of America Incorporated instead of living where the fuck y'all motherfuckers live at. That's why y'all keep running the fuck over here. You like, Warren, damn, why you tripping like that? Because, man, I'm sick of this shit. You going to corporate plantation, ain't worse than the dominant society. They be afraid. They can't wait to fuck with you on a goddamn job. I be like, damn. I hear all these stories from all these different people, my family members, friends. That's why I said, nah, man. This shit is crazy. And if you don't think the local government and federal government got something to do with it, they do. They can close the borders tomorrow. The government can wake up tomorrow and say, I don't give a fuck what y'all motherfuckers talking about. We closing all the goddamn borders. And if you cross the border, you're getting shot on sight. Then these motherfuckers will stop sneaking over here. Like, man, what is you doing? Then motherfuckers want to talk about, oh, well, we got to increase taxes. Yeah. Man, y'all better start going into these counties. Go to the county building and try to get some food stamps and see how many other motherfuckers in there. They always want to put that motherfucking jacket on black folk like we just getting all the goddamn food stamps and WIC and all this. Go to the goddamn county buildings and see how many immigrants is in there getting free shit. That's why I don't blame them places like North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Maine, all those other motherfucking states that be like Wyoming, Idaho, all the places. Iowa, come over here. We ain't got no food stamps. Ain't no homeless here, motherfucker. So I don't know what the fuck you plan on doing. And if you plan on standing on the corner and panhandling, you get your bitch ass the fuck up out of here because we not doing that shit over here. Y'all should see how terrible it is in Las Vegas. I ain't never seen so many goddamn panhandlers in my life. I come from the gym. This white woman just panhandling. I looked her dead her. I ain't giving you shit. So you get the fuck up out of here. God damn. Motherfuckers want to know, like, damn, what's wrong with you? Man, I'm sick of watching this shit. They get on the job, they treat a nigga like shit. It ain't even the dominant society. It's all these other racial groups. They can't love to treat a nigga like shit. Then now they see Donald Trump getting all this. Now they want to sit up there and have a conversation with foundational black Americans. Yeah, man, that's why it's important to vote, because we do not want Donald Trump to get in, you know, because he is a racist. And I'll be looking at him like, and so is Joe Biden. So I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Yeah, but just the way he does the immigrants. Exactly, because you one of them. Oh, well, that ain't got shit to do with me. My last name ain't Mobutu. So sorry. No diss to my African brothers and sisters right now, but this shit is getting old. I mean, it's all the goddamn time. You look up and it's them coming up with their own taxes to get in positions of power. And then you got to listen to this, oh, my mom is a doctor and my dad is a lawyer, and in Nigerian family, we okay, well, good for y'all. Well, how come y'all don't take those brain smarts of y'all and build up Nigeria? Why the fuck do you need to be in the United States of America Incorporated? This isn't your homeland. Then they had the nerve to get mad. I be eating their ass up. I'm like, well, you're here for unearned benefits. Well, how can you say that? Because you do not know where I come from. I said, I know where I come from, motherfucker. Shit. I'm a foundational black American. My last name ain't Mobutu or none of that sucker shit. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about. My people weren't captured and brought here. We were already here. So sorry. I grew here. You flew here. So sorry. Now motherfuckers quick not to tell me about how smart they are and all this other bullshit. The first thing I'm gonna say is, why you didn't build it where you came from? Why you over here? Oh, because of the government and all that. Then they start blaming and copping pleas, doing all this bullshit. And I'm like, man. But then you get on the job and get to treat niggas like shit. Oh yes. I remember one time I was at the job. This is about 8 years ago. I was at the corporate plantation, and this girl, she was Belizean. I told the story before. She was Belizean, and she couldn't wait to tell me she was Belizean. She couldn't wait. I'm not black. I'm Belizean. I said, and what is that? And she was shocked that I said that. She was like, oh, I'm from Belize. I said, so what are you doing here? Oh, because I got some family here. Then she felt stupid because I started questioning her. She was like, because a lot of people be like talking about I'm black. I'm not black. I'm Belizean. I'm like, okay, well, what are you doing here then? Like, what are you doing here? And she was just like, oh, because, you know, my then she went and said my people was here. Okay, well, what are they doing here? If you're Belizean, you're from Belize, what would you be doing here? Because I got a lot of family from here, and they ain't trying to live in Belize. And then the bitch got quiet. Didn't say shit. I'm quick to do that shit. Straight up. Man, don't play that shit with me. Man, we got to deal with enough. We got to deal with the system of racism, white supremacy. We're trying to establish a system of justice. Meaning, the group that needs the most constructive help gets the most constructive help. Foundational black Americans need the most constructive help. We built the country for free without repayment. No, because we too busy paying for immigrants and everybody else to come over. Just come over here and just do what you want to do. Just do whatever you want to do. Oh, you want to come over here? Oh, you want to get food stamps and milk and all this other sucker shit? Go ahead and do that. What you complaining about? Nigga, that's coming out of my taxpayer dollars. The fuck you mean? That's what I mean. Oh, man, but if you don't vote, you should complain. I said my taxes tell me different, motherfucker. I don't want to hear that. If you don't vote, you should complain. No, if I don't vote, then y'all shouldn't take taxes out of my check. How about that? While motherfucking immigrants can come over here and set up shop. Man, look. The motherfucking county building on the west side of Las Vegas, Nevada, you go in there. You don't see a whole bunch of niggas in there. You see every other racial group in there getting food stamps and milk and wig and all this other sucker shit. And they had a nerve to put that jacket on, you know, frame that narrative that's just black folk on food stamps. That's the narrative that they got all across the United States of America. While the immigrants is sitting up here stealing, just over here for unearned benefits, and we just giving out citizenships like we giving out fucking candy on Halloween. Like, man, what the fuck y'all niggas got going on? This isn't personal, this is business. And until black folk, native blacks, or foundational black Americans get reparations, which is owed to us. I don't want to hear shit about no immigrants, tethers, sambos, humpbacks, midgets, everybody. I don't want to hear about none of that bullshit. I'm getting sick of people telling me stories about how they treated on their corporate plantation job. That shit is fucked up, man. You got to deal with the dominant society and they bullshit, and then here come the tethers. Just ass kissing and being up under the goddamn dominant society doing the devil's work. Man, that's why I can't stand that. No diss, to like I said, my Haitians, my African brothers and sisters, my Dominican Republic brothers and sisters. I'm not tripping off them. But a lot of times y'all get on these jobs and y'all be trying to talk us into going somewhere else while y'all trying to stay on the job, get everybody else on the job. Or this is what I don't like about, these other racial groups. They so quick to try to tell you where you should go. Like they want to tell you to leave the corporate plantation you at to go do some sucker shit where they at, and then they end up coming back to the same corporate plantation that you at. That's tether tactics. Nah, man, get your ass up out of here. Or they feel like because they got a BA degree or a master's degree, which I call a corporate plantation passport, they think that they can tell you what you should be doing. I remember I worked with a girl, she was from Sierra Leone. That bitch had to there tell me, well, what's your plan? Why don't you get back in school? You trying to talk all this shit? I said, I'm good. I don't need to give you my dossier. I'm straight. And then I said, you need to just be worried about you. And then they ended up getting that bitch about the paint. Then the bitch tried to text everybody copping pleas about why they got it out the paint and all this other shit. Then the bitch had there trying to sell me some life insurance. I said, I already had that, man. Get your ass the fuck away from me with that bullshit. And the bitch was trying to offer me some pussy. And I'm not, as they say, capping. I don't need to make that shit up. I was like, is there the bitch had her? Look, David James. Look, I got David James Youngblood, bro. Tasha, everybody that's listening, Shawnee, Erica. I'm not lying to y'all. Look, this is exactly what happened. We talking about mutual co-workers that I'm cool with because I love my brothers and sisters. I got love for everybody. But this is what I mean. And I hate to put this out there, but she was like, basically, trying to holler at me. Woo. We don't even live in this, And then she basically threw my foundational Black American sisters under the bus. Straight up. And this is the first time I told this. And I said, you don't even know them. And she was like, yeah, because, I'm not nasty. And I was just looking at her like, I said, oh, you ain't nasty? But they are? How you know they nasty? And I never told those sisters that. To this day, they don't even know that was said about them. Because I know them sisters would have been ready to kick that bitch in her ass. I said, how do you know they nasty? She's like, because I know how American black girls. I said, no, you don't know how American black girls are. I said, those are my sisters. And she's just like, yeah, because, me and you should kick it or some shit like that, right? I'm laughing. Because I'm laughing at how she was quick to try to differentiate and delineate from foundational Black American sisters. So that's when I was just kind of like, wow. And I said, nah, not only am I good, but you out of line being disrespectful. You don't even know them sisters like that. And then she was like, well, I'll tell life insurance. I was like, nah, I don't need none of your life insurance. I ain't never spoke to that bitch since. Because that's the type of shit that go on. I don't want to put that sister's business out there because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be messy or nothing, but I just had to give that example of how deep it is. That's why I just be like, wow. Wow. And no, I didn't take the pussy. So, niggas like, my brothers and sisters probably like, that nigga Warren probably still fuck that bitch. No, I did not. I was very kind of like thrown back like, wow. She still, look, even in getting, they got her about the pay. She still was trying to shoot shots at foundational Black Americans and me. But then she's going to try to offer me up her refurbished pussy. I was like, man, I'm good. But that's how they do. And I'm not saying that foundational Black Americans, have their quirks or whatever, because we do. But the difference is, though, I think the majority of the time, when it's time to cut the lights on, we all know how to get on code at this point in our lives. Like, we know, like, nah, fuck all that. Just like a motherfucking, these Egyptians. They come around and they think, oh, I'm Egyptian, I'm not black. Okay. Well, isn't Egyptian, Cam, land of the black? Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'm just saying, this is how they act. That's why it's called tether tactics. They do this type of sucker shit. They get on the jobs and they try to figure out. See, they just assume that every foundational black American, just because you ain't got a degree, you don't know shit. You know what I mean? Oh man, you should see some of these people when they get around me and we get to talking about real subjects. I'll be killing their asses. I wait, let them get it all off, and then I kill their ass and they be shocked. Nigga, just because I ain't got no degree don't mean I ain't read no books. I don't know what the fuck going on. I know what the fuck going on. And I'm real quick to be like, why did you do that in your homeland since you're so smart, you're a doctor? Why did y'all come here? Y'all could have stayed where y'all was at and been a doctor, right? See, I respect the immigrants that stay where they are and build up their homeland. Not come over here, join the dominant society and benign neglect and in aiding and abetting the system of racism, white supremacy. I respect immigrants that stay where they are and build up their homeland. You got to be careful about these tether tactics. They get on the job and they try to talk you to some shit while they trying to get their family on and shit and replace us. No, we cannot be replaced. We ain't going nowhere. I'm right here and I ain't going nowhere. You can turn tables in, you can throw chairs. Fuck out of here, man. It's time for us to wake up and have a different type of understanding of who we are. As Dr. Clyde Edison said over and over again, we are a special people. What do you mean? We built this country for free without repayment. Go read Medical Apartheid. Go read Slavery by Another Name. Go read a Price for a Pound of Flesh. Go read Never Caught, the untold story of Una Judge. Go read that book. How Martha Washington was the biggest plantation acre owner in the United States of America Incorporated. Bitch owned 17,500 acres of land. How do you own 17,500 acres of land? And you nigga can't even get 1 acre in a mule. Still want my 1 acre in my motherfucking mule. Motherfucker ain't even give us that. No, they giving us jobs, which is indentured servitude, where we gotta fight immigrants and tethers and sambos and mammies. And motherfuckers want to wonder why black folk are so stressed out when they get off of work. That's why we so goddamn stressed out. Like that brother that was in Milwaukee. You know, the brother that was in Milwaukee or whatever. And they kept leaving nooses on his tape, on his desk, his work area and all that stuff. He got mad, killed them all. That man went to HR, everything. That's another thing. That's a scam too. Human resources is a bullshit scam. Please. That's white people investigating white people. How many times have I told you? They don't give a fuck about no niggas. That's why we gotta wake up and understand what it is. And last but not least, shout out to Damian Lillard, Dame Time. Look, my advice to these NBA, stop getting married. Live with the girl for as long as you can, and if she loves you, she gonna do what you say. Stop marrying these women because you think you're doing the right thing. You're gonna end up in the hands of the dominant society no matter what when you do that. Because now Damian Lillard gotta go to a whole nother city and have a divorce because of situations with his significant other, and it's like, it's time out for all that. It's time out for us. We need to start being smart. And y'all women, stop being silly women and listen to the man. The man is putting you in a position to win. Understand what it is. And if you don't like what he's saying, have those discussions in private. Stop putting your relationships on social media. Look at all these black relationships that are being attacked. You got Remy Ma and Papoose. You got Steve Harvey and his wife. You know, you got all these relationships that are being attacked because y'all need to understand, the dominant society does not like black love being posted everywhere. They don't want that imagery of black love. They want discord. They want you to sow discord. So it's like, we got to have a different understanding. Do y'all see Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett and all them putting all their relationships on Twitter? No, they don't. When Jeff Bezos got that divorce, that shit was so quiet. He paid the bitch and got the fuck on. Bill Gates, all the rest of these motherfuckers. They up here laughing at us while we sitting up here jumping through all these hoops and being the fickle crowd, the dumb motherfuckers. I done went way over, man. Normally I do about 15, 20 minutes, but I'm just so upset because I'm so tired of hearing these stories about foundational black Americans get on these jobs, and then we got to battle the tethers, you know, and the immigrants. And they come over here and they look at you upside your head. Straight up. And I'm tired of all these other racial groups talking about Latino pride and Puerto Rican pride and all this pride, right? And then y'all get around the dominant society and y'all tuck them flags in y'all drawer because y'all want to become the dominant society and do the devil's work. I'm sick of that shit. That's why they so bad at Tariq Nasheed, because he's doing that documentary about hip-hop and they about to expose what's really been going on and who's really the forefathers. Fat Joe, I gotta love Fat Joe. Fat Joe, all this lying and bullshit, you need to stop. Oh, Latinos and blacks, 50-50. Nigga, get your hoe ass the fuck up out here with that bullshit, Fat Joe. You know that shit ain't no damn 50-50, just lying. 50-50. They even got Big Pun giving props to black folk for allowing them to be in their culture, to be in our culture. Now all of a sudden, 50-50, man, get your ass the fuck up off the paint. Stop with that sucker shit. See, this is what happens. You allow a motherfucker to be your culture, then they try to take over the culture and be like, what's my culture now, right? No, motherfucker, it's not. You have to be like Eddie Kane Jr. and remember what he told Flash. You want to be me, Flash? You want to be me, Flash? You want my role, Flash? Well, you ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Guilty, nigga.
Hope it don't end the same way.